All right, I need to get in character. Can you like pretend you're like a duelist and you're about to like click on my click on my YouTube video or something like that? Could you like
Yeah, like okay, so like I know about Yu-Gi-Oh.
you know a lot no
I know several things. Like I
several
know
things about Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes.
I am a duelist.
Yes, you are a
I'm a
duelist.
duelist.
This is your direction.
Okay.
Yeah, you are a duelist. You play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay.
You've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh probably for the better part of 14 years now.
Yes, I
Yeah,
am
okay.
a long-term
Yeah, you're
duelist.
stuck basically. You're never leaving this game at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a duelist.
You
And I
are a
come
duelist.
across your video.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, cool video. Let me click on this. Click.
What's up, duelists? Today I've got a brand new video for you guys. This is a very very special video brought to you by yours truly, E3 Yu-Gi-Oh. Me, I'm the Yu-Gi-Oh man. Anyway, this is a discussion video talking about one of my favorite cards, Cyber Valley. I think this card is really busted in Edison format. Yeah, that's what we're talking about today, Edison format. And I've got bunch of decks for you guys to show off, and I'm probably going to play a match or two with one of the decks just to showcase why I like this card and some of the cards this card can enable. Anyway, first things first, if you guys like this, smash like, subscribe. You already fucking know. Anyway, we're moving into the decks that I think are cool with this. There's been a lot of people experimenting with this card, myself included, and the more I play with this card, it's like interactive draw power. It's kind of like if your Allure of Darkness also had like a built-in Threatening Roar or something like that. It's pretty cool. It has a very unique effect, almost like a modern Yu-Gi-Oh level of effect, because there's so much text on the card, and most people don't even bother to read it, myself included. But yeah, usually what you're doing is using one of the first two effects. The third effect does come up quite a bit. But yeah, we'll get into that in a second. Let me just show off some of the decks that I think are kind of experimenting with this card and having some amount of success. The first is, of course, Ryanide's Machina Frogs. Let me see if this is even going to pull up. Oh my gosh, it's like my internet is not happy with me today. I don't know what's going on with it. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. So Ryanide's Machina Frogs, he used to play Cyber Valley in it. I'm not sure if he still does or not, but obviously being a light machine for Cyber Eltonin and Machina Frogs, or not Machina Frogs, Machina Fortress is really useful. But yeah, I don't know if he's playing anymore. You can check out his deck profile. Oh, I should drop a like and subscribe for the boy Ryanide. All right, we dropped a like and a subscribe. All right, moving on. Did that even? Yeah, okay, it worked. Internet just being a bitch. The next thing is obviously Christopher Lindsay's No Suck Gaming's Amaryllis Theft deck that plays triple Cyber Valley. This deck is pretty cool. I've played against it a couple times. Cyber Valley obviously has a lot of utility in that deck, which we'll talk about later in the video, of course. My latest video, the second place Valhalla video. This video is awesome. Definitely check it out if you haven't watched it already. But yeah, the deck loves Cyber Valley. It works to the fullest extent. There's, of course, this second place or first place Salvo Dad list that I played on stream a few weeks ago, I think. Maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. That plays triple Cyber Valley. And Totagon's also been streaming tournament gameplay with this deck as well the last few weeks. So there's a lot of content with this moving around. And then dating all the way back to Pro Storm winning RBET Rulers 1 back when we were both just wee lads a couple years ago. Yeah, he was playing Cyber Valley in that deck as well. And that was something we had talked about and innovated, utilizing Shining Angel to be able to tutor that Cyber Valley and using Mind Control and Brain Control as a way to break through boards and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get into some of the ideas, some of the cards that I think Cyber Valley works with the best. All right. Moving in. What do we got here? What have we got? Oh my god, dude, my internet is like being throttled. It's been so bad all day. Anyway, Cyber Valley. So, for those of you who don't know what it does, if it is targeted for an attack, you can banish it, draw one card, then end the battle phase. You can target one face-up monster you control with this card, banish both those targets, and draw two cards. Or you can target one card in your graveyard, banish this card and one card from your hand, then place that target on top of the deck. So, for the first effect, obviously, it's like kind of a turn skip. It kind of digs you deeper into your deck. It defends you a little bit, but it does cost you your normal summon. Actually, for all three of these effects, it is going to cost you your normal summon. So that's like a big thing that is a downside to this card. There's a couple downsides to this card. The number one downside is that it costs your normal summon. So you're going to be looking to utilize this card with ways to special summon, basically, so that you can supplement that loss of speed or that loss of tempo. Another thing is that it banishes another monster you control if you want to go for the draw 2 effect. So you need to have 2 monsters in play that you're willing to banish or whatever. And this could be an upside or a downside depending on how it is you want to work with it. The nice thing is you can steal monsters from your opponent using a myriad of effects, which we'll get into, and then use this to banish their monster. So it's kind of like a way to build your own like smashing ground that banishes, kind of, in a way. And then the third effect is really interesting. You can target 1 card in your graveyard, banish this card and 1 card from your hand, place that target on top of the deck. And this largely comes up when trying to control your graveyard for specific numbers, let's say for Dark Armed or Christia, or trying to reuse insanely busted cards like Return from the Different Dimension infinitely. Because when you have this card plus another card in your hand, you put Return back on top of your deck, then the next turn you can return back the Cyber Valley, and you see where this is going. It's an infinite loop. So that's pretty powerful. But yeah, we'll get into that in a second. I think for the first thing that comes up in people's minds, and this is kind of like the basis of the Theft Amaryllis deck that Christopher Lindsay came up with, is the cards that steal monsters, and you can just take your opponent's monster and banish to draw 2 cards. That's obviously the highest, I think, ceiling for Cyber Valley with regards to that effect, because you're taking your opponent's monster and then not giving it back. And you're spending 2 cards, you're drawing 2 cards, and your opponent's monster gets banished for free. So it turns into a very, very strong +1 play. The next thing is the first effect. I mean, generally speaking, buying time, buying turns is good if you're trying to stall till you have a certain combo that you're trying to pull off, certain special summon combo, or certain like big OTK combo that you're trying to pull off. And then the last effect is, it's gonna come up here and there, but you know, if you really want to be able to use the full part of the Buffalo, you could utilize that boy, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, another reason why this card is so good is because it's a machine, so you could like pitch it to cards like Machina Fortress, and it's a light machine, so you could banish it for cards like Cyber Eltanin. And another reason it's so good is it doesn't actually hit the graveyard, so that it doesn't conflict with certain cards like Totem Dragon. So you could even see playing this card with like Mind Control, Brain Control in like a Totem Dragon, Light and Darkness Dragon style dragon deck. There's a lot of utility there that could be explored as well. Generally speaking, you want to use this card with free summons. In the case of the Valhalla deck, you can get free summons off of Valhalla and then special more afterwards, depending on what your hand is like. You could play cards like Call of the Mummy, Gallus the Star Beast, you know, Jester Comfy. We've seen this card used in the Frog Slicer Chain Burn deck with Cyber Valley as a way to just dig through the deck and find more cards to pull off your big Chain Burn OTK combo. Cyber Valley pairs nicely with Battle Fader. Battle Fader is a special summon, and it also is a nice card to draw into after Cyber Valley because you're going to be leaving an open board. The cool thing about Cyber Valley, the downside of Cyber Valley is that you're going to leave an open board after you banish both your cards most of the time, but sometimes that's not so bad because you can turn on Battle Fader or Valhalla or Call of the Mummy or whatever, like unique special summon effect where you are required to have no monsters. Cyber Dragon is another one of those cards that is a pretty strong card to draw into off of Cyber Valley because you can banish your 2 cards, draw into a Cyber Dragon, and then still keep playing that turn, which is pretty nice. And generally speaking, Cyber Dragon is pretty good in the decks that want Cyber Valley to begin with as well. There are a few other like niche ways to steal monsters: Enemy Controller, Mark of the Rose. The big 3 are going to be Trag, Brain, and Mind Control. I think these are the 3 best cards to play in any deck utilizing Cyber Valley to its fullest potential because not only do they take cards, but they also are great cards to draw into off of Cyber Valley. Specifically, Trigodia gives you a big piece of defense. Enemy Controller, Mark of the Rose, a little bit more difficult to utilize. Your deck needs to be sort of built around them. 1-for-1's a great way to get to Cyber Valley without using your normal summon. However, you do have to have good discards to justify playing this card. A significant number of them as well. Return, obviously, very broken. DDR, kind of one of those, like, potentially you could work with Cyber Valley, depending on your deck build. And once again, this card does take a discard, so generally speaking, you don't want to be just discarding cards and going minus for no reason. But if your deck can supplement that discard, let's say with ways to get pluses off the monsters you're bringing back, then yeah, it could be a great way to build like a little draw engine there. Kinkabio is an interesting card. If you like mill Cyber Valley, you could Kinkabio bring back the Cyber Valley and then Cyber Valley banish both to draw 2 cards. It's just a 1 card draw 2, use your normal summon, which is kind of interesting. Gallus the Star Beast, big deck building restrictions there as well, as like stuff like Level Eater, but they do work well with Cyber Valley in some cases. Guardian Eatos is one that I found works really well with Cyber Valley because You can special summon the Autos, obviously. When your grave is empty, normal Cyber Valley, draw 2, and then your grave is still empty. So if you draw into more Autos, you can special summon those further. So really liked it in the Valhalla deck for that reason. These are some of the other cards that I think like could potentially work with it. Gren Maju is an interesting card that gets stronger the more cards you have in your Banish Zone, and I think it's a card that's really underutilized in Edison. There's some interesting cards like Lady Assailant of the Flames, which can start to rack up the cards in your Banish Zone really, really quickly alongside a Cyber Valley. Like between one Cyber Valley activation and one Lady Assailant, all of a sudden your Gren Majus are 2,000 normal summons, and that's pretty strong. And that's sort of a strategy that I think could see a lot more play, because once they start like banishing your Gren Majus, right, it powers up your further Gren Majus, and you can use stuff like DDR to bring it back. And it's actually the type of deck that could make use of like floodgates like Macrocosmos as well, which is really interesting. Macrocosmos also pairs kind of nicely with Cyber Valley if you are playing that Helios brick, but can't recommend that. It's generally pretty bad to draw into. Stuff like Call of the Haunted, Reasoning, actually pretty solid with Cyber Valley. Like, who the hell is going to call level 1 off Reasoning, right? Sometimes you just get a free boy. Gigantes, Agent of Creation, these are kind of like fringe instant fusion ways to utilize it, but still kind of nice. I mean, like, you can instant fusion out like a Reaper on the Nightmare and then return it back later on somehow. That's kind of interesting. One of the cards that I think is really cool with Cyber Valley is Miracle Dig. This is basically a burial from the different dimension, but like a second copy that you get to play, except it can only target your own cards, and it can only return them to your own graveyard, and it's not a quick play. So it's a little bit worse than Burial from the Different Dimension, like on every metric, but it is a second copy of that. And today's deck that I'm going to kind of highlight is going to look more at Miracle Dig as well. Scapegoat, obviously free bodies, tokens, anything that's generating tokens, Fires of Doomsday. There's a bunch of different ways you can utilize this card to like build a really consistent draw engine. But the most important thing that I kind of want to drive home is that if you are using Cyber Valley as your draw engine, make sure you have something worth drawing into, because you are going to be setting yourself back like a little bit. So make sure you're playing cards like Dad, JD, Christia, something along those lines that's like worth drawing into. Because if you're not playing those cards, then generally speaking, Cyber Valley can be a little bit inactive. Like, you wouldn't play Cyber Valley in Glads for whatever reason, because even though it means you get to play Mind Control and Brain Control in a deck that you wouldn't normally get to play, your deck's already pretty normal summon heavy, and going down tempo like that is pretty rough in those decks, because you don't have something like JD or Christia to instantly put you in a winning position when you were otherwise losing. So just food for thought when brewing with this card or building around this card. It's just nice to have that that sort of follow-up, whether it's a Miracle Fertilizer or a Miracle Fusion or a Miracle something to this degree, right? Like some sort of special summon, Dark Calling, something to that nature, something really, really big to pay off. And a nice thing about Cyber Valley too is with that third effect, you can get second opportunities at using powerful payoff cards like Dark Arm Dragon or Christia or JD or whatever. You get the point. Anyway, let's go ahead and cut into the deck that I was going to show you guys today and probably play some games with. And this is actually a Val-turbo deck. This is a deck I don't normally play a lot of, mostly because I find the play patterns to be pretty boring. I think that like just setting a hamster and getting a Raikou and hoping you mill a Vayu and a Sirocco is not very interesting to me personally as a player. I know a lot of people who get enjoyment out of that, but yeah, I just think that it's not as interesting to me. However, when you start to look at some of the cool things you can do with Cyber Valley in this deck, it starts to become a lot more interesting to me. I don't know why. It's just a unique card that I think actually has a lot of room to shine here. On top of not only being able to play Return from the Different Dimension and Burial from the Different Dimension to its fullest potential in this deck, also having access to this Miracle Dig as a second burial is pretty cool. Cyber Valley does have a lot of strong follow-up summons in these types of decks. Chaos Sorcerer, Dad, Gores, Trag, whatever. And then on top of that, it can reuse some of those strong cards, like reuse Dad in case you mill them with Raikou, which is something that I found to be kind of a downside to this deck, is like that sometimes you just mill your Dad Burial and your deck is just like so weak and so flimsy, and you just kind of get beat to death by a Caius or something like that. So I think that just having that sort of late game potential while also having that early game smoothing can be really useful. The two monsters you banish with Cyber Valley help you get closer to being able to utilize Miracle Dig. I normally think Miracle Dig is a little bit too bricky for Val-turbo because getting 5 banished is quite difficult. But because of Cyber Valley, getting those 2 banished or getting an extra 1 banished, getting the extra 1s banished is not going to be as difficult as you'd think. That's just like another value activation and maybe a Necro Gardener or a Plague activation. Or maybe you played into a bottomless or like used your Dark Arm or something like that. It's like, it's not that bad. I actually think hitting 5 when you do have like more consistent ways to do that with Cyber Valley is pretty good. And then also, Hamster leaves you with this body just kind of lying around a lot of the time where you're just like, what do I do with this extra body? Cyber Valley is kind of a great thing to do with that extra body. You have plenty of special summons. Greffer can even special summon itself in a pinch. The sideboard has a lot of other options here that I wanted to try out in the deck, and I'm going to be foregoing. I'm going to play a few matches with this, but I'm going to be foregoing using like a traditional sideboard just because I want to show off like some of these different options and like switch between them during the games. 1-for-1's interesting. It probably would only be played with the Treeborn Frog in the deck to support the 3 Kaias. But it could also get you into Cyber Valley or Vayu in a pinch. Like you could 1-for-1 pitch Sirocco, special Vayu, sack it for Kaias. Like that's kind of interesting, right? Like that's something that could be workshopped. Having Treeborn in the deck also gives you another good mill for Raikou, sets up for your Kaiases. Foolish Burial, it's generally speaking not a great card in this deck, but maybe you could play it with something like Dandelion to like Foolish Dandelion, get some tokens, utilize it with the Valley and the Kaias. I'm not really sold on it. I'm actually going to take it out of here and just put another card in here. I'm not even sure what this deck's on. DD Crow or some shit. I don't fucking know. Let's just throw a DD Crow in there. Anyway, DDR, Call of the Haunted, both like interesting cards in Val-turbo. Once again, like just being able to bring back a banished Sirocco, maybe pitch something like a Necro Gardener. It's like not terrible. There isn't a ton of great discard fodder because I've cut down on the Vayu and Sirocco to make room for like some of the other tech like Cyber Valley and Miracle Dig. So I'm not starting it. Enemy Controller obviously would be more interesting with the Treeborn, but you can do some cool stuff like flip Hamster, summon Raikou, Enemy Controller, take their guy, Cyber Valley banish. Like that's pretty solid. Or just Enemy Controller, sack a Fader Trag, something like that, take their guy. Sack a Vayu, take their guy, do some stuff with that. Yeah, charge with options. That's just another thing you could do. But let's just go ahead and find a game. I don't know. I think this is a chill video. I'm going to New York soon, so I wanted to get like something up just before New York, and I'm like I don't have a ton of time, but we'll grab a match. We'll see what's up. If you guys are coming to New York for RBET New York, I'm excited to see you guys there. It's going to be a really big event. I'm a little bit nervous about it because it's so far away from home, but never did I ever think it would take me there. That's kind of the cool thing about all this is like, man, I get to travel to New York. How many people get to travel to New York to play Yu-Gi-Oh? Or not play Yu-Gi-Oh, to fucking cast Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess? I don't know. Not many people get to do that. It's kind of cool. That's a pretty sweet deal. Not gonna lie. Where is everyone? Why is nobody dueling tonight? I guess I might as well ping in the Discord. But yeah, I'm pretty grateful for it all. It's really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in the world. There's some mid stuff happening as well, if I'm being real, but you know, just go out there and do your best to make cool stuff happen, and that's all we can do, right? That's all we can do. Edison duelists need one game. Come play. Hosting, come play. I'm excited to see how Cyber Valley does in this deck because I think this deck is solid. And I think Cyber Valley actually has like a unique way of like improving it, you know? I don't even know how to say it. It's a unique angle on a deck that a lot of people haven't really been switching up too much besides like Spooner Boy, obviously, with the Book of Moon Elfin stuff that he topped RBET with. Oh my gosh. Where is everyone? Is everyone just asleep tonight? Like what? Is my internet just bad? What is happening? This is crazy. This is actually crazy. This is actually insane. This is actually like a fever dream. Where am I? Am I in the Twilight Zone? I might be in the Twilight Zone, bruh. I might be in the Twilight Zone. Oh, Guy 23. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Good luck, have fun. I'm already pre-typing it. There we go. Dude, this shit is laggy. I'm gonna close some of my like 18 million YouTube tabs and see if that makes it any less laggy. My shit is about to crash, bruh. What is happening? I do have 18 million YouTube tabs open though. Oh my gosh. It's giving me Rainbow Wheel, bro. I'm on Rainbow Road right now. I picked Rock. What the fuck? This shit is so laggy. Oh my gosh. Oh my. It's so bad. It's so bad, folks. It's so bad. Alright, what's up with my hand? Well, no Cyber Valley, so don't really get to test that yet. Let's go ahead and alert. Hopefully I don't draw double Raikou. We drew Vayu, I guess. Probably banish the Vayu, actually. My hand looks like it's kind of just hamster Kaya someone to death, so we'll try that. Banish the Vayu. Hopefully I draw into Cyber Valley next turn so I can at least activate the effect. Oh, man. I'm going to play until I get a Cyber Valley activation. Emergency call. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Alright. Alright. You know, if we had gone second this game, it would have been pretty bad for us, I'm not going to lie. He would have Kai'd us, we would have been forced to Solemn. Then we would have just had like a handful of normal summons. Ew, gross. As it stands, he searched the evil guy, right? Yeah, that's what he searched. We're now just up a Raikou, which is pretty good. And we were up a card, but he got it. He picked it up with Stratos. So he's gonna pass. Doesn't want to give us anything to work with. Gale's pretty cool. That can kill the Stratos for free. Or we just Caius it. Yep. And attack for 24. Even if he has Gores, Raikou can pop it. So there's that. He searched Evil Guy. What does that even mean? Might be Hero Frogs. He might be trying to set up Substitoad. Us having the initiative here is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, man. My hand is not great, though. I'd kill for a Cyber Valley Kappa. Alright, that's fine. Maybe I should have cut hamsters. There's that. Wait. I think on sub. I'm gonna Solemn the Substitoad. Wait, he miracles if I Solemn on Substitoad. That's fine, actually. Raikou. Yeah, I'll Solemn on Substitoad. Yeah. That takes his normal summon away. And it takes his frog access away. So this is pretty tough for him. He can attack the Raikou here too. That's actually a pretty smart play. He attacks the Raikou, then he can miracle. Main phase 2. Kind of forcing us to make like a weird play. Trade another card into it. Enemy controller. Okay. Not what I expected, but it's actually fine. I'll just mill only. I'll get my Caius back. Terrible mills, but that's the nature of this deck, is it doesn't mill well when I play it, but when my opponents play it, it mills perfectly fine. Okay, you already normal summoned. How are you getting this Caius out of play? Do you have Miracle Fusion? That would be the... Okay, he doesn't have Miracle Fusion. Pretty good for us. Dark Grepher, cool. I think this is going to be another set hamster angle. So I'm just going to attack for 24 first, see what he's about. He did have Gores. Wow. Okay. Interesting. He did have Gores. So, that's interesting. I wonder what he meant by this. I'm going to just set hamster and pass. I kind of died at Caius here. I just drew all normal summons. Kind of ugly. Maybe I should have kept the value for like Dark Grepher, but yeah, I don't know. Kind of just drew all normal summons. Sometimes it happens. Actually, all of the time it happens in this deck. We did cut a lot of back row to fit the Cyber Valley stuff, so maybe that's not ideal. We're going to lose ourselves our Caius, which sucks. It doesn't look like he has a Caius, though, or else he would have Caiused our set. Like, you wouldn't just attack into this, right? I don't think you would, at least. Grab Raikou. Set back row. Huh. And we're getting Dust Shooted. Drew our own Dust Shoot. Sure, that's fine. He gets to take Caius here, which sucks, but we still have avenues. It's either he takes Caius or he takes... Yeah, he has to take Caius because it's just game. So he's going to take Caius. We've got Dust Shoot for him. We got Raikou, Pop Gores. Yep. Level 3. Build Necrogarna. That's pretty good. Let's see. I think it's just Gale. And then we keep the Gale in play, actually. So we'll have the token. There's no reason to make like a test or anything. We just keep the Gale in play because Necro Gale is pretty good. I think the token becomes 0. I could be wrong. Hold on, let me Google this. Gale versus Gores token. Oh yeah, that's right. Internet being terrible, of course. Let's see here. Forum. No, because Gale's targets attack, not original attack like Shrink. Okay. I was thinking of Shrink then. Yeah, it just makes it halved. That's so interesting and stupid. Yeah. Guess we'll proc Battle Fader. Set Dust Shoot pass. He knows he's getting Dust Shooted. Priority and draw. Ask him if he wants to Space Typhoon us. Nope. So we get Dust Shoot him. He did draw a Miracle. Very gross. I guess we take Ocean. Dandy Caius Miracle. The reason I'm taking Ocean is because he can summon that alongside Absolute Zero and kill my Gale. As it stands, he can't actually kill my Gale unless he sacks his Absolute Zero for Caius. Which, chill, totally fine, you know? Like, that's what's up. I would be happy with that, I think. Or maybe I wouldn't, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's correct. I think it's better than taking Caius, because Caius is, like, hard for him to summon here. This just means, like, his play here is either set Dandelion, set up for Caius next turn. That's actually pretty bad for us. Maybe I should have taken Caius no matter what. Because if he just sets Dandelion, then it's like, ugh, gross. And Caius is set Raikou. Hadn't thought this through. Yeah, force the Necrogarden no matter what. Set Dandy. Alright. So we drew Gores, which is pretty cool. Does that do anything though? Huh. Kinda, actually. If I summon Dark Grepher, I can... What do I want to do? What does Dark Grepher do, actually? Man, Mind Control, Brain Control would have been crazy. That would have been very nice. I have Black Rose him. Then he has no Caius target. I think that's a little better, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's normal Raikou. Battle phase. Attack Dandelion. Kill both tokens. And then Black Rose him. Yeah. Okay. Kill both tokens. Main phase 2. Synchro into Black Rose and blow up the field. Okay, so he has open board. He has no Treeborn. He has a Caius in hand. We have Greffer Gores. I think we're kind of chilling. I think we kind of got there. Necrogarden plus Gale was really nice. It kind of gave us the pivot that we needed. I know I was complaining about my mills, but you have to complain about your mills to get good mills. Okay, this is rough. But he's dead if he attacks, so... And I'm pretty sure he's going to attack. Because he didn't see Gores. And I top decked it. And yeah, he's dead on board now. He should concede. Yep. 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 Alright. Cool. So, for frogs, what do we want to try out? Well, Heavy Storm and Space Typhoon are both kind of mid. I kind of want to try my own Treeborn Frog. That's kind of funny. Could try the enemy controller. Could try Bottomless. Call the Haunted DD Crow's interesting. Pulling Rug's interesting. Deck Dev is interesting. I mean, Return's not great against frogs. I would normally side it out, but I really want to try this out. Let's just do the 2 rugs for the 2 Space Typhoon type effects. And let's cut. I like Hamster when you have rug, but I don't love Hamster when you don't have rug. Huh. How likely is it that I draw rug? I have 3. Deck Dev isn't terrible in this matchup. It's not great, though. That's the issue, is it's just not great. I want to try, like, some of these other cards just for, like, the memes. Like, I want to try out DD Crow and, like, enemy controller and stuff, but, you know, it's probably fine without it. Deck looks fine. Maybe we can put something together. Who knows? That game we just kind of went first and had Raiko Caius and drew Gores. So we just kind of good carded him. Oh my fucking god. Try not to open 3 flip effects challenge impossible. These cards are so bad. So fucking bad. Like when you're going second, like look at this. I probably should have sided him out, but I wanted to leave him in for obvious reasons. Okay, if he starts Hero Guy, that's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's not great. It's not so bad, I guess. Ah, man. My fucking kingdom for a power spell. We play like 10. What do you search? I don't even see. Ocean, pitch special swap. Okay. This is cool, I guess. And he can bounce Stratos if he wants to. That's pretty good. That's what I would do, at least. No, he's leaving Stratos. Interesting choice to leave the Stratos. Wonder what he meant by this. Yeah, Cyber Valley definitely not great here going second. But maybe we can make something work. I'm just going to set Hamster and like hope he doesn't Caius me, I guess. Probably getting Phoenix Wing though. There's like no doubt in my mind this is happening. Standby phase, main phase 1. Okay. Now that's cool, I guess. We may be able to get our 3rd Raiko out of the deck before we draw it. That would be ideal. Nah, he's gonna sack for Caius. There's no way he doesn't sack for Caius here. That'd be crazy. I don't believe it. Why would he sit there? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, Substitute activates. That's fine. Why would he not attack also? Oh, I guess he wants to go through all his frogs first. Yeah, that's fine. Huh. This is all okay, though. I don't know why he didn't bounce his Stratos. If he was gonna do this and set a back row, isn't it better to... Never mind. I don't know. Well, a couple of options. We could Black Rose. It's not a great option, is it? We could graph for start to set up our grave. I do want to get the Raikou out of the deck, so I'm going to try to do that. Go get Raikou. And then I'm going to set another Raikou as well. I could have summoned Valley and tried to draw 2. That wouldn't have been terrible either. I kind of want to hold on to it though. I think it could be useful maybe. Having double Raikou set means now... I guess he could Miracle. Put an absolute 0 into play, hit me for 1,000,000. That's pretty ugly, isn't it? Just another set monster. That's wild. Well, I think the back row could be torrential, but I'm going to try to blow up the back row. Why would I target a Dupe Frog? What are you talking? What? That's crazy. I'm going to target the back row. L3. Oh, he said Dust Tornado with no target. Yeah, rookie mistake. Never do that. Because what if I just don't set back row? Now we Raikou, target the Dupe Frog. L3. Okay. Interesting. We could Valley to stack something. We didn't mill anything good, because why would we? Of course. We have a lot of options here. We actually have a lot of options here. We could go like... I don't think there's a great way to interact with what his follow-up might be, though. Other than like Caius's Dupe Frog, and then like... I think that's probably just the best play, is like Caius the Dupe Frog. Caius attack the set. It's probably like Snowman Eater or something. I don't know what you'd set there. Just another Treeborn. That's weird. 200. 1100. Dude, I drew all normal summons. He drew Gores again. That's tough. Why would you set the Dust Tornado there? That's so bad. What? He would have lost if I just never targeted the Dust Tornado. Yeah, that's good. We probably lose now, but just depends on his hand. We know he has at least one Swap Frog in hand. Yeah, I probably should have just targeted both dupes once the first Raikou resolved. Or I should have gone after dupe first, and then if it's like... Yeah, because it could have been a Regeki Break chain anyway, so... I mean, I wanted to force a Regeki Break, but... Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Does he have Miracle? That'd be pretty good. Just happened. Pitch Special. Okay. Battle Phase. Is this game? I have 13. He has 800. It's not quite game, I don't think. I think he's shy a few points. But we're not like winning this game anytime soon because he puts Caius back in hand and then he can sack for Caius. So we need to like rip a rug, basically. Yeah. That's tough. Huh. Not having the initiative when we drew Cyber Valley was a little weird. I could have maybe gone for it last turn instead of doing all that shit. Like just Raikou popped a Dupe Frog and then like played a little bit more passively. Interesting. I wonder if this works. There's someone outside my house, like, yelling. Wonder what it is. I'm gonna go check on it in a second. Tough. Well, I think we lose. We made a valiant effort. Hold up. Did we lose? Pitch Gores. Big thing. Okay. So pitch course, special grepher, pitch value, send Sirocco. So if I pitch course, special grepher. Yeah, I think we were actually fine. Okay, so pitch course, special grepher, activate grepher, pitch value, send Sirocco, activate value, special armed wing in defense, actually. Special gale, gale effect, target the token because it's more damage. Battle phase, grepher attacks token. Gale attacks swap frog. And then we make an armor master. Now we're not just dead. It's pretty bad, but not just dead. Main phase 2. Make an armor master. And pass turn. That was weird. Person yelling outside my house. I could like hear it. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, there's Treeborn. Brain control. Alright. Well, that's tough. It did take an extender to win, but that'll do it. The Cyber Valley did give us a comeback play, though, so that was kind of cool. We did end up drawing a power spell, which was nice. I think I might try to incorporate... We don't actually have 10 power spells. I thought we did, but we have only 6. I think we might try to put another power spell in here just to get that vibe. I'm not sure what, though. Going first. Maybe enemy controller could be useful. As a way to steal things to go for game. 1-for-1 could be interesting. Yeah, I felt like the hamsters weren't bad. I definitely don't want cyber dragons going first. So, yeah, we'll leave the hamsters in. They weren't bad. They weren't, like, great, but they kind of kept me in the game. This hand, it should be pretty good. Yeah, it should be fine. Set hamster. Set dust shoot. And should I set the rug? That's the real question. I don't think so. I don't think we need to set the rug yet. I think we can dust shoot here on draw. I just see what's up before we set our card. Soul exchange. Ew. Okay, crow. Crow dust. We gotta take... Do we gotta take Caius? If we take Swap Frog, we can set Rug for Caius, but then he has Dust Tornado for that. So let's just keep it simple and take Caius. And then it'll be Swap, DD Crow, Miracle, Dust, and Soul Exchange. Lucky us hitting Dust Shoot a couple of games in a row, but yeah, that's fine. At the same time, like, we have Cyber Valleys to build the draw, so that's interesting. Bruh. Please attack. Damn, never lucky. Armageddon Knight, pretty good draw. Flip. Special right go. Set the right go. Normal Armageddon Knight, send something. What is it we send with return? He has Dust Tornado. It might be just like Plague or something. Is Plague what I want to send, or is it Vayu? Or is it Necro? Let's go with Plague. He's pretty good. Although drawing Plague would have been nice. Could have sent like Sirocco or something I don't want to draw. Either way, this is just 2,500 damage, so pretty lucky for us. Set, pass the turn. he can't Monarch us this turn because we got pulling the rug, but he can Soul Exchange us if he does draw the Monarch, which is annoying. Treeborg comes back. So that's his little defense. Normal Breaker. Yeah, see, Breaker's pretty bad because it just gets rugged. And it still takes your normal. I actually really don't like playing this card. It does Outmask Restrict. I think Lila's a little better. Because Lila has a chance of turning on your Miracle Fusion and also doesn't get rugged. That's the Dust Tornado for sure. So, I mean, I don't think there's really any reason to do anything but just like attack with both. Attack directly for 14. The Fader's not looking great, but it's not as Mind Control because we don't have Cyber Valley. All of these cards that we have that need Cyber Valley, and we don't have a Cyber Valley. I wonder if it's worth it to stack for Plague now, and then he crows, and then we could return and then Synchro, and then his Dust Tornado is dead. I think I'm going to try to do that. So I'm going to go Plague. I'll stack Sirocco to the top of the deck. He'll DD Crow. Oh, he's just going to let this... What? That's crazy. Why would you let this resolve? Alright. Let's Synchro, I guess. Make Goyo Guardian. Well, actually, I don't want to make... Yeah, it's gotta be Goyo. And then I'll Raikou pop his back row, I guess. I don't know. Chain Dust Tornado, and then I'll Chain Return, I guess. And then we'll mill Special Summon Plague, then mill 3. Unfortunate. Dang. Alright. So you know he has Miracle. What else do you have? Miracle. DD Crow. Oh, the Plague doesn't get banished. Actually, it goes to the grave. Miracle, DD Crow, Soul Exchange, and one unknown. Is it Swap Frog still? He still has Swap Frog, right? I know his whole hand. Is Miracle, DD Crow. Okay. It's just make an 8, right? It's just make Stardust or something. Is there a reason to make Stardust over Thought Ruler? I guess you make it in defense. I don't know. Pass turn. He still has Crow. That's so weird. I don't know why he didn't Crow the Plague. It was smart that he didn't, but he must have known that I was baiting because he knew that that I knew the Crow from the Dust Shoot. I summon the Stardust in defense so that if he hits a hero, he can't Miracle Crash into Stardust. But I don't know, man. Just normal swap. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, if he didn't draw any defense, he just loses the game this turn. Cool. Because we have Mind Control for game. Interesting game. Definitely an interesting game. Back row. I don't think there's a back row in this deck that Stardust doesn't beat, though. Yeah. Mind Control, normal Necro, stack for Plague wins. Oh no, he has Crow. Okay, hold up, that doesn't win. He's gonna try to blow something up and then Crow the Stardust, which I'm like kind of okay with. I can steal his Treeborn, but then he can attack back over it. Should I commit the Necro now is the real question. Sure. Alright, let's go battle phase, Goyo attack. I'm probably going to set Necro. Mirror Force. And then Stardust negate. Activate the Goyo effect. In phase 2. I want to set Necro Gardener or not. That's the real question. So if he goes absolute 0, if he manages to absolute 0 us, I'm going to want to have the Necro in play, yeah. Alright, I'll set it and then end phase Stardust. Okay, he's going to Crow it. So there goes the Stardust. Now Plague is live. Actually, maybe I should have held this. No, because absolute 0 is 3k. So if he goes absolute 0, it's 3k. He can run over the Goyo. Huh. A really interesting game. It's really bad to set this if he, like, soul exchanges into Caius. Yes, that's, like, the worst case. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Set Miracle. Okay, so he drew a hero. But he has to banish his Treeborn to do this, which I'm cool with. And then he makes absolute 0. We're going to take 200 here. Lose the Goyo. Because we have a water in play. Allure, that's a pretty good draw. Okay. So, should I stack for Plague first? Or should I Allure first? I think I should Allure first. So we'll do that. Draw 2. Caius and Greffer. Jesus. Okay. If I sack Necro for Caius, target Treeborn, I banish both his Treeborns, but then I don't out the absolute 0. Do I have a game shot? Hold up. Sack Necro for Caius, target Treeborn. Or what if I sack he goes to 31, sack Treeborn for Caius, target Necro. Fuck, that's annoying. How do I win this turn? There's got to be a win this turn, right? Sack Treeborn, target Necro. He goes to 31. I stack for Plague. How many warriors do I got? 1, 2. And he has 0. It's so fucked. He survived at 100. Are you kidding me? Is there a way to get this stupid Greffer in the graveyard? That's the real question. Big thing. Okay, hold on. There's gotta be a fucking way to get this stupid Greffer in the graveyard. Right? Oh no, wait. Necrogarden is the 3rd warrior. We actually, okay, it's the 3rd warrior. Okay. We just have it. Okay. No, wait. Yeah. Necrogarden is the 3rd warrior. So we sack. No, we have to target Necrogarden. Oh, I'm punting. I'm punting so bad. Okay. What if we just stack for Plague and made Colossal in defense? Okay. I'm cooking a little bit. Let me cook. No, he has Soul Exchange. Stupid Soul Exchange. His hand is Soul Swap. I think that's fine, though. Okay, hold up. Sack for Caius. Target Treeborn. Banish the Treeborn. No, not the 0. Yeah. Do I want a Mind Control to drop him low? That's the real question. Do I want to hold it for the game shot? I think I want to hold it for the game shot, so I'm going to go Plague, Stack, Grepher, Synchro here into Colossal in defense. And this Colossal is 3100. It's really annoying that I couldn't get that game shot. I was really close. We banished both his Treeborns, and we have game next turn. I mean, like, I just draw Grepher, I played on Mind Control this guy and attack for game. But, he has an opportunity here to rip. Which is annoying. So there's that. A really complicated match, actually. Mind Control is crazy. This card's busted. Oh, man. Please tell me you didn't draw an out. What is this card? Reinforcement of the army? Dude, this alt art is heinous. This is disgusting. This is like sacrilegious. You should be banned for using this kind of card. Oh my god. It's so ugly. What? Yeah, Stratos. Okay. Search whatever. This doesn't matter. Does this matter? Hold on. This might matter, because now he has a guy in play. Fuck. What did he search? What did he search? What did he fucking search? Ocean. Okay. Ocean still doesn't do anything. Guess we don't have game now, do we? Hold on. If I take the 0, attack over this guy, he takes 13 and 3k. Yeah, he still just is fine. But then I can defend against the 0 attack on the Colossal Fighter. No, there's no reason to just do anything but wait. I am so fucked. This is so annoying. This is really annoying that he ripped a normal summon that stays in play. But, like, it's not as annoying as if he ripped Caius. Obviously, that would have been worst case scenario, but... Alas. Alas. We're so close. We've been so close. We were literally 100 off. That's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying, man. He says, I fucked up. I don't know what he means by that. I don't know what he means by that. Normal swap frog. Effect. Okay. See, soul swap enemy. Or not enemy. Soul swap. Soul swap ocean. And then one unknown. New back row. Oh, that's so ugly. Mirror Force. Okay. Okay. It's a start. It's a start. It's something. It breaks the board at least. Pass turn. Now he has to decide. He's gonna Dust Tornado. Oh, okay. Damn. That's unfortunate. It was just another Dust Tornado, not a Regeki Break or anything. He says, I fucked up. Maybe he fucked up because he could have gotten Junk Synchron with Rhoda. That's probably what he fucked up. This is annoying. If I draw Cyber Value, though, that's pretty good. Do I have 3 darks? I have 5. It's so annoying. Send Duprog. Interesting. Okay, what are you bouncing now? Yeah, he could have gone Armory Arm for game, probably. More back row. Jesus Christ. 1 for 1. Mirror Force is gone, so his back row probably outs Colossal Fighter. In that case, it's best for me to Colossal Fighter kill his guy, I think. Or just try to kill... Yeah, try to kill his guy. So, battle phase, attack the Swap Frog. He's gonna let that resolve. What the fuck? Is it torrential? I guess I'll 1-for-1 to find out. He has Stratos in hand, which is annoying. Maybe I get Vayu here. Dude, he has Soul Exchange. That shit is so annoying. I have to get Cyber Valley, right? Yeah, I have to get Cyber Valley. He says think. Oh, he might have Torrential. Yeah, probably has Torrential then. I could priority activate target my own Colossal Fighter and save the mind control for the game shot too. That could also be interesting. He can't really put up more than one summon per turn here. Or I could... Oh, he's got a Torrential here. Alright. Well, that's annoying. But his hand is Ocean, Stratos, Soul Exchange. So he can't kill me. Maybe I should have gone Vayu. I was thinking I'd go Vayu. Yeah, Vayu might have been better there. Because, like, it was obviously Torrential, right? Like, had to be. But then he still has the Torrential. Vayu doesn't force the Torrential, whereas Valley does. Down my Plague and my Gale? No, just my Plague. I could still draw a Gale to mind control for game. What do you search? Malicious? Yeah, Malicious Edge. That works with the Soul Exchange now, so. Yeah, that's tough. Alright. 1-for-1. That was his draw. Okay. He can set up a deep block. A soft one, I guess. Because he still has one Dupe Frog left. How do I win this? Burial's not bad. What's in my Banish Zone again? It's not a Vayu, right? It's just Stardust, Battle Fader. I still have Necro, so I can survive a turn. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna use the Necro to... Unless he draws Miracle, I'm okay. It's specifically Miracle that fucks us. I kind of have to Necro Garden any attack that's over 1200. Or 1200 or more, because I need to keep Brain Control alive. He's just going to pass. We're going to draw Cyber Valley. That's kind of perfect. So, yeah, normal Valley. Do I want to Valley Mind Control this turn, or do I want to wait till he commits? He has fucking Ocean in hand. No, he pitched Ocean. Never mind. He has Soul Exchange, Malicious Fiend, 1 unknown. Okay, let's do it. What's the worst that could happen, right? Brain Control, take the Dupe Frog. Or not Brain Control, Mind Control, take the Dupe Frog. This is really good. This is just kind of cool. Draw 2. Miracle Dig. Okay. That's kind of nice with it. If I set Burial now, I can go Necro Garden activate. Oh no, wait. Do I have game? No, I can't. I can't game yet this turn. I just have to pass. I can game next turn because I can Burial and then put back Plague, and then stack for Plague, stack for Caius, and then win the game. But he needs to not have Crow for that to happen, so there's that as well. Hopefully he forces me to use the Necrogarna so I can get more value out of the Burial that way. I would like to get multiple attack negates here. But if he forces me to use the Burial, then that means that my Caius isn't going to be lethal. So that is annoying, isn't it? I think maybe this type of list should play like triple Grepher, triple Vayu, but I'm not totally sure about it. Maybe the Battle Fader should be like a Vayu or something. I'm not 100% certain. There's definitely something here, though, with this, because I am, quote-unquote, cooking. Oh, there's Raikou. That's pretty fucking good. So he can Soul Exchange my Raikou. Then he loses his Battle Phase, I guess. We need to force it at some point, right? Or do we? Hold up. I think we set the Raikou on pass. He has to Soul Exchange it for me to, like, be forced to act, I guess. He could also just sack this for a Caius, target our set. It's not like the weirdest thing in the world. Oh, Ryza, okay. That's pretty bad news for us. We have to Necrogarna here. Okay, he passes back to us. We have 5 banished. Let's go ahead and play the Miracle Dig. And that's going to put back the Necrogarna, the Plague, and I will not put back any... What is it? Does it have to be 3? Target 3 of them, yeah. Okay. I'll return the Cyber Valley in case I draw like Chaos Rush or something. I don't know. Stack for Plague, stack for Caius, target Ryza is pretty good. Because now he has nothing to... He would have to Soul Exchange. He has to deal with the Caius, and then his hand doesn't win, I don't think. So let's go Plague, stack. We're going to stack Raikou, because I can't play Raikou. Does he have DD Crow? Okay, no DD Crow. Summons Plague. So this is the DD Crow check. And then sack for Caius. Target Ryza. Battle Phase attack for 24. GG's. Crazy game. What was set? I'm curious. That was actually really, really fucking sweet. It was the Soul Exchange. Nice. Oh, man. That's crazy. That was a cool set. And Cyber Valley put in a lot of work. I'm not sure if it would have been better or worse than like drawing a Vayu there, but damn. Crazy stuff. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. See you in the next one. Peace.